Hello and welcome to Shoot, Create, Captivate. Today I'm going to speak about how I prepare my images for Facebook. Right, so we start in Lightroom, okay, and this is an image that we've already edited in our normal process, and it's obviously edited in Photoshop and it's been brought back into Lightroom. So the usual case, or the usual way of doing this is, for example, we'd click on our image that we want to edit and we'd right click, we'll say edit in Photoshop, and it opens up in Photoshop. And what we're essentially doing is, after we've done all the editing, we click the little X over here, close off the image, and we say yes to save it back into Lightroom. Okay, so in this case we're not going to do that, otherwise it's going to create a duplicate file inside our library here. So I'm just going to show you an image. This is one that we've done recently, and this is a completed edit. It came back into Lightroom as a PSD. It can also come in as a TIFF file, but what we're going to do here is right click the image, go to export, click on the export box here, and we're just going to ensure that we specify that it's the desktop that we want to save it to, and we're just going to come in, make sure that our file settings all match up with what I've got here. It's set to JPEG, right? It's 100% quality. The color space is definitely sRGB, none of these other ones, right? And we're just going to make sure that we haven't got anything selected here in these boxes here. We might have resize to fit, but we don't want any of that selected, so we just uncheck that box. And the resolution is set by default to 300, right? So it's ready to be exported to our desktop. So we'll click export, and in a flash that's done. So we've got here on the desktop. There we go, lovely. It's a great image, and we're just gonna bring it into Photoshop. Okay, so while we're here in Photoshop, we'll go to image, we'll click image size, or alternatively you can press Control Alt I or Alt Control I, and we've got the dialog box over here. Okay, so we've got a fairly sharp image to start with. We are going to ensure that resample is checked and that we select bicubic sharper reduction from the options here. So it's kind of here in the middle, bicubic sharper reduction. Okay, we're going to come over to the longest edge. Now what I mean by the longest edge is that the longest edge between the two is the one that we're going to choose here. So this value here is higher than that one, so that's the one we choose. In this case it's the height. So we'll type in there 2048 pics and click OK. Right, you can see it's reduced the image size down, and because of that algorithm it's giving us a nice sharp finish to the image. Okay, I'm going to boost the sharpness just one little step further. So we come down to, we'll go over to filter, come down to sharpen, and we'll just say unsharp mask in this case, and we'll just move the little box around until we get the eyes of the subject here, and we're just going to increase or decrease the amount of sharpness extra in the image. You can actually see it updates live in this preview here. So what we're going to look out for is any edges that are becoming jaggedy, or there's going to be any kind of strange artifacts. We don't want that, so we'll just reduce this amount of sharpening applied to the image. Okay, we can come to the radius here and increase that radius. It tends to make it a little bit more contrasty, very sharp, but I usually keep this down pretty low in terms of the radius or pixel radius, and just click OK. Okay, so the last little thing that I want to do here is add my little logo. So I've got my logo prepared as a PNG on my desktop because it's got a transparent background, and I'm just going to drag it into my image from the desktop, and we'll just reduce the size of my logo and just put it here in the center somewhere. Just OK that, and we'll just bring down the opacity so it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. It's just a little signature at the bottom of the image, and flatten that, and we'll come over to file and we'll go file save as, and we'll select PNG from the drop box here, and we'll save it as a PNG. And this little dialog box might pop up, and we'll just simply select the first option here, large file size. Right, and OK that, and that's saved in a flash. Right, we'll reduce Photoshop there, and we've got two files essentially here, so it's very easy to know which one is which. This has got a JPEG extension, so that's the one that we can just chuck in the box. And we've got this one over here, which is the PNG. This is the one that's going to go to Facebook. Okay, so let's come over to our Facebook page here. This is our business page. We'll call it Simply Red. Simply Red. And we'll click on photo video, upload the video or photo to your page, and here we go. So we'll select that image there, press open, and we're good to go. Just say share now once it's up, and that's it. So now we've got it uploaded to our business page, and as you can see, it's nice and sharp. Folks, you can head on over to this image, you can like it, tag it, whatever, share it, and you can experience it for yourself on your monitor, so you can actually see the sharpness of that image. There used to be a case of where portrait orientated images were kind of low resolution. We never used to be able to get this nice high resolution, high finish, and it's probably because of the way I'm preparing this image now for Facebook. Also, another thing is I've noticed that the landscape images actually turn out even better, and you can actually see how nice and sharp this is too. Right, folks, I hope you found this useful, and I hope to see a lot more sharper images on Facebook. And just one last thing, if you enjoyed this video, please head on over to our Shoot Create Captivate website, and we've got some new edits that's launched. So we've got it over here, and under training we go to the 2019 collection, and we'll click on see all edits, and these are the range of edits that we got at the moment. These were from April, and we bundled all 8 of these sessions into one bundle over here. And if we go back to post-process tutorials, click on post-process tutorials there, and we've got our entire bundle of 23 awesome tutorials, all 23 of these little puppies, all bundled into this session over here, or this bundle over here for $99. It comes with the Natural Light Masterclass free of charge, and the VW Campervan session as well. So do have a look into our sessions there, and I hope you enjoy all of them. Right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in, and see you later. Ciao for now.